Ladies and gentlemen, give it up one more time for Kirk Kelly, who just got off the stage. Now please welcome at this time, Rav Shmuel.
Thank you so much. This is a song that I wrote about my garbage can, and it's heavily influenced by reggae, so I like to sing it in my Jufaican voice. And it's basically I couldn't get rid of this thing. It blew onto our lawn after a storm and sent my kids around the neighborhood to try to find out whose it was, and nobody claimed it. So one night I'm pulling in the driveway, and it's blocking the driveway. I have to get out. It's freezing cold, and I told my wife, this is ridiculous. I can't get rid of this thing, because I don't know how many of you have ever tried to throw out a garbage can. It's not so simple. So I said I got to write a song about it, and my wife said, you can't write a song about a garbage can. So I did. Can I get a little more in the monitors? I'd like to know how to get rid of my big old dented garbage can. I tried to put it with the garbage, but they just emptied it again. And when I tried to leave it empty, the wind, she blows across my lawn. I have been trying to get rid of it since way before that I was born. Some things don't come with no instructions. Some things don't come with no guarantees. Some things are harder to get rid of, and some things try to get rid of me. Some things seem like they are so useless. Some things always need new batteries. There's some things rotten down in Denmark. Something's got to change, or help me please. It's stuck in Babylon. Oh, 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 stuck in Babylon. Oh, 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 stuck in Babylon. Oh, 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 stuck in Babylon. Oh, 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 stuck in Babylon. Oh, 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 stuck in Babylon. Oh, 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 oh. Tonight I'm feeling kind of lonely. Tonight I'm feeling kind of sad. If I could fly across the ocean, I'd fly right up to Zion land. But they revoked my pilot's license. They took away all of my keys. So I am turning to the heavens, and I am saying, help me please. Help me to get rid of hunger. Help me to get rid of pain. Help me to get rid of evil. Help me before I go insane. Help me to get us out of exile. Help me to get rid of my garbage can. Help me like it's going out of style. Help me understand. I'm stuck in Babylon. Oh, 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 stuck in Babylon. Oh, 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 stuck in Babylon. Oh, 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 I'm stuck in Babylon. Oh, 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 stuck in Babylon. Oh, 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 stuck in Babylon. Oh, 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 oh. This is a song that another reggae song, reggae influence song, but I dropped the Jew faking thing, I think, for this one. This song is a hard song to conceive of. It's a hard song to practice, I should say. And I don't mean to practice on the instrument, because it's about an idea that I know as being a Jewish idea. I vaguely imagine, based on my life experience, that as with all things, ideas can be found in many corners of the world. But it's the idea of thanking God, your higher power, whatever you want to relate to, for all the little pain we get. And that's not always a simple thing to practice. So I think I'm going to tune up for a second there. My eyes in the morning, shut them down late at night. The space between is filled with moments. Moments add up to a life. Some days I seem to end up growing. Other days seems like it's just not worth the fight. Why is my space filled with opponents? Why can't I lead a perfectly joyful life? And when I'm stuck, every moment stabs me. Moment stabs me. When I've had enough, beating myself up, open my eyes and see, open my eyes and say, thank you, God, for every little pain I've got, for every little thing I'm not understanding. Thank you, God, for every little pain I've got, for every little thing I'm not understanding. I'll never realize my potential. I'll never use most of my brain. And I'll never, ever see the sunshine if I'm just looking for the rain. Thank you, God, for every little pain I've got, for every little thing I'm not understanding. Thank you, God, for every little pain I've got, for every little thing I'm not understanding. Sometimes life seems never ending, though of course that's a big mistake. Clarity comes with intensive focus, but it's so hard to concentrate. And when I'm stuck, every moment stabs me, every moment stabs me. When I've had enough, beating myself up, open my eyes and see, open my eyes and say, thank you, God, for every little pain I've got, for every little thing I'm not understanding. Thank you, God, for every little pain I've got, for every little thing I'm not understanding. Now I'm willing to make a bet that if Latch was here, everybody would be singing along to that. Thank you, God, for every little pain I've got, for every little thing I'm not understanding. Thank you, God, for every little pain I've got, for every little thing I'm not understanding. Thank you so much. All right. So this is I have no idea if I'm in tune or not. You guys are not walking out, so I'm assuming it's not too bad, right? It's like a good way to tell. I'm like so overwhelmed. I've just had 2 weeks like I've never had before. I'm taking graduate school courses. I'm back at school for the first time in like 25 years, maybe more, in clinical counseling. Anyway, so I actually wrote this letter to both of my professors. I'm taking 2 courses right now. They're online courses, so I wrote this exact letter to both of them. I had, I missed the last 2 weeks of assignments because of kidney stones and, yeah, exactly, and a crisis at work that threatened for me not to have a paycheck this month. Both of these have, thank God, passed. Now, I'm hoping that gets a smile or something, a little bit of mercy out of them. But in any case, this next song, which has nothing to do with my intro, is about how cell phones don't work when you need them to. And I've got a whole long story that I tell. For those of you who know what it is, it's a whole Megillah. Well, if you're from New York, you probably know what a whole Megillah is. But I'm not going to go into the whole Megillah right now, but just to say that this song was written at a time when cell phones were not quite as ubiquitous. And we were on a cross-country kind of trip, and we only had one cell phone on this RV that we were with, and we were trying to find our way, and we couldn't, and it kind of inspired me to write this song, which I thought maybe at the time would get me picked up by the big leagues, but no. So, yeah. 100 miles from nowhere makes me think, what would I do if I had a heart attack? All those people from that movie that I saw long ago would take me captive. Would they ever let me go? Or would they stick me in a boat after they slit my throat and ship me over Niagara Falls? The things I think about when I am too far out to use my cell phone. Flying over the ocean makes me think, what would I do if we were hijacked by those people sitting right up there on the aisle who were not certain because of their racial profile? And what if they were all dressed up as rabbis? Would I always be suspect in all your eyes? The things I think about when I am too far out to use my cell phone. The things I think about when I am too far out to use my cell phone. The things I think about when I am too far out to use my cell phone. The sun setting on the horizon, but all I can think about is Verizon. The things I think about when I am too far out to use my cell phone. Bye, my love, I'll speak to you later, 'cause I am entering an elevator. It looks like it was made way back in 1882. I wouldn't be surprised if we got stuck in there for a week or two. And that sweet good-looking woman standing next to me will turn out to have no personality. The things I think about when I am too far out to use my cell phone. The things I think about when I am too far out to use my cell phone. The things I think about when I am too far out to use my cell phone. Sun setting on the horizon, all I can think about is Verizon. The things I think about when I am too far out to use my cell phone.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to Rav Shmuel. He's going to do 2 more tunes for you during this next song. Come around again. Mandolin tip jar. Remember, we don't charge a cover for the back room. Pass tip jar for the artist. Suggest donations, $5 per set. Get your money ready. Give it up one more time for Rav Shmuel.
Let's see if we can pull this one off. I wrote about you to myself, I never seem to do much else. At least I save a lot on postage. I know not what the contents say, though I wrote it only yesterday. I'd like to think I've shut that door real tight. But I keep thinking about you now. You might be out there in the crowd, and I could ask your hand in marriage. Though it'd be a big mistake, think it's one I'd like to make, and hope that things would turn out right. You might have meant something to me. Why did you have to ask for everything you knew I could not give you, and then it was much too late for me to get you back on track to realistic expectations? You might have meant something to me. Why did you have to ask for everything you knew I could not give you, and then it was much too late for me to get you back on track to realistic expectations? I'll put your book up on my shelf, I don't have time to read it. I'll put your book up on my shelf, though I don't think I'll do anything else. Don't have time to read about your courage, about how you lay there in the swamp, fighting creepy insects off, and finally made it through the night. And I get your weird analogies, I get your attempts to capture me, I get you on me and your entourage, but I don't think so, honey. Your world is too much value placed on money, so instead I turn and say goodbye. You might have meant something to me. Why did you have to ask for everything you knew I could not give you, and then it was much too late for me to get you back on track to realistic expectations? You might have meant something to me. Why did you have to ask for everything you knew I could not give you, and then it was much too late for me to get you back on track to realistic expectations? So now I lay awake at night, thinking about your eyes so bright, and how my soul ached in orange. How all the people used to say we're so alike in so many ways, and how we walk and hold our heads up high. I dream about us in the park, we cannot talk, but we can walk about in figure eights with flourish. And when we reach the parking lot, I want to hug you, but I cannot. Instead I turn and say goodbye. You might have meant something to me. Why did you have to ask for everything you knew I could not give you, and then it was much too late for me to get you back on track to realistic expectations? You might have meant something to me. Why did you have to ask for everything you knew I could not give you, and then it was much too late for me to get you back on track to realistic expectations? All right, thank you so much. So it's been wonderful. I actually wrote this song downstairs. And I wrote it because on my way here, somebody came out of a doorway a few blocks down. I think I was on the other side of Houston. Just so you should feel more comfortable. And this guy walked out of a store and he goes, "Heil Hitler!" And that wasn't quite my response, but I didn't really know how to react, actually. Like, was he joking? Was he not joking? He wasn't joking. So I came here and wrote this song to him. I was thinking about writing into Miss Manners about how to respond. Dear Miss Manners, what's the appropriate response if you're Jewish and somebody says Heil Hitler?
Just tell him that Hitler's dead, dumbass.
All those things did flash through my head, by the way. In any case, I wrote this song because I was thinking about it afterwards. I was downstairs, like, kind of a little shaky from the experience. And I was like, this kind of stuff is crazy, and they probably think, the protocols of the Elders of Zion is probably, true to them, and I think like we're all trying to take over the world. And I was like, this is crazy. I'm hoping I get enough money in the tip jar tonight to get home. And they think I'm taking over the world. Well, if it was true, I'd really want to be a part of it. And that might make a good song. And that's how this song came about, right downstairs. As you notice, it's appropriately sedate for the topic. Some people ask me if I'm Jewish. Some people look at me and know. Some people want to know if I believe in Jesus and have trouble when the answer is, well, no. Some people think that that's my right. Some people think that I am damned. Some people think that I'm a part of a conspiracy to take over the world and rule with an iron hand. You see the protocols of the Elders of Zion, and I am a member standing. Our goal is to milk all the money for you. It's world domination we're planning. Oh no, there I go, I've let the cat right out of the bag. Will you please keep my secret, I pray? Cause I'm undercover as a singer-songwriter right here at the Sidewalk Café. Some people ask if I'm Middle Eastern. Some people stare at me with hate. Some people think that we should pack up all our bags and get out of the promised land. I totally messed up the lyrics. I'm gonna start that again. Some people think, ask if I'm Middle Eastern. Some people stare at me with hate. Some people want to know if I pick up every penny, so they toss them at me and quickly drive away. Some people think that that's my right. How could I forget that? Some people think that I am damned. Repetition. Some people think that we should pack up all our bags and get out of the promised land. You see the protocols of the Elders of Zion, and I am a member standing. Our goal is to milk all the money for you. It's world domination we're planning. Oh no, there I go, I've let the cat right out of the bag. Will you please keep my secret, I pray? Cause I'm undercover, I'm undercover. Singer-songwriter right here at the Sidewalk Café. I think I'm having an identity crisis up here. I have no idea who I am. Alright. Some people ask if I speak the English. Some people stare at me when I pray. Some people want to know if I know the Kabbalah and have trouble when the answer is, why don't you ask Madonna? Some people think that that's my right. Some people think that I am damned. Some people think that I'm a real threat to world freedom and that I will turn their oil into sand. You see the protocols of the Elders of Zion, and I am a member standing. do. It's world domination we're planning. Oh no, I'm gonna let the cat right out of the bag. Will you please keep my secret, I pray? Cause I'm undercover as a singer-songwriter right here at the Sidewalk Café. I'm undercover as a singer-songwriter right here at the Sidewalk Café. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm Rav Shmuel. I really haven't been playing out too much. It's the first gig I've played in about a year. It's really good to be back here, and I've got a YouTube video that's been seen almost 200,000 times, which I like to say is pretty darn good for somebody who's not 16, female, and in pajamas. Thank you. Have a good night.